A young man named Mamadou, who wished to learn to read and write, once set out in search of a school. He left his province and traveled to the region of Kaya in Senegal. There lived a scholar who taught children. Mamadou stayed with his master for as long as necessary. When he could read and write perfectly, he decided to return home. On the day of his departure, a classmate who belonged to the race of spirits said to him, "We are friends. Since you are returning home, I will entrust you with a message for my parents, and I will carry you to your village at the speed of lightning. You do not know who I am, but I know you well, for we were born in the same place. We spirits can easily recognize you humans, but you cannot see us. When you arrive home, put this silver ring on your finger, and you will be able to see spirits and their villages. If you remove or lose it, everything will disappear again." The spirit then asked Mamadou to sit on his carpet and close his eyes. As soon as Mamadou obeyed, he found himself, as if by magic, in his village. The next morning, Mamadou put the ring on his finger. He immediately saw all the spirits and their villages. He went to visit the family of his classmate. The spirit, your relative, sends his greetings. He told them, "And where is our dear child?" they asked. "I left him in a village in Kayer. He is still attending school." "Ah," cried the parents, "our brave little one behaves well, and you, Mamadou, you must return home, but whenever you have free time, do not fail to visit us." Mamadou returned to his parents, but whenever he could, he visited the spirits for long periods. He had seen Anta, his friend's sister, charming young woman, and wished to marry her. When he confessed his feelings, Anta replied, "I do not object. Yet I hesitate to marry a human. You are so quick-tempered, so talkative, and you lie so easily. Among us, spirits do not behave like that. We never lose our temper, never betray secrets, and only speak the truth." Mamadou protested. "When we are married, you will see that I do not lose my temper, and I will never lie." In that case, Anta said, "The marriage is agreed. I accept you as my husband. But you must never reveal to anyone that you married a woman from the race of spirits." "I promise," Mamadou replied. "Then," said Anta, "let us celebrate our wedding." From then on, Anta and Mamadou lived happily. But one day, after Anta had left at dawn to visit her family, Mamadou woke to discover that during the night his millet granary had burned down, his prized horse had died, and his powerful bull had fallen into the well. Mamadou and his entire family were devastated. Anta returned at the end of the day. As she approached her husband's hut, she heard his mother lamenting, "In a single day, your granary is consumed by flames. Your fine horse is dead, and your great bull, 5 years old, falls to his death as well. This household will soon be ruined. It was bound to happen. This is the consequence of your marriage to a woman of the spirit race." Hearing these words, Anta decided to leave forever. But before disappearing, she followed Mamadou to the fields, and when he fell asleep for his nap, she removed the silver ring from his finger. When he awoke, Mamadou could no longer see the spirits or their villages. He tried to follow the path leading to Anta's home, but in vain. The village had vanished. One day Anta returned to Mamadou's village. She found him asleep and woke him. "Anta, where do you come from?" "From my village." "That's not true. All of you left it." "No, we still live there." "Then why don't we live as before?" "Because our marriage is now broken by my decision." "Why did you break it?" "Because you did not keep your promise. When you asked me to become your wife, did I not tell you it would be difficult because you humans get angry, lie, and speak carelessly? When did I get angry? When did I lie? In what way was I careless?" "You spoke too much." "But about what? Tell me," Anta continued. "Remember the day your granary burned, your horse died, and your bull fell into the well. I knew everything, but I left, never to return, because I heard your mother blaming me, proof that you revealed our secret and broke your promise. Now I will tell you what truly happened. I stayed by your side until dawn. Azrael, the angel of death, with arms covered in eyes and a tree on his head, came to take you. I pushed him away and threw him onto your granary, which burned. Then he tried to seize your mother. I threw him onto your horse, which collapsed under his weight. Still he persisted, ready to harm your sister. And again, I fought him and pushed him away. He fell on the bull, which died falling into the well. Had I let him take you, your mother, and your sister, what would have become of your home? It would have been lost forever. And if you are still alive, it is thanks to the fire, the dead horse, and the bull. Was it not better this way? You betrayed me. But before leaving forever, I needed to reveal the truth. And Anta left. Mamadou never saw her again. After her final departure, Mamadou remained deeply marked by the experience. He understood too late the cost of his carelessness and the consequences of betraying the trust of a spirit wife who had protected him and his family many times. Years passed. Though sad, Mamadou continued to live among his people. He became a respected man in the village, known for his wisdom and eloquence. Sometimes, the village children asked him why he still wore an empty silver ring on his finger, and he simply smiled without answering. One day, an old griot visited him and said, "Mamadou, people say you once married a woman from the spirits. Is that true?" Mamadou lowered his eyes and replied, "What is true is that I lost great wisdom because of a careless tongue. Spirits exist, but they reveal themselves only to those who keep secrets and honor their promises. It is said that on certain nights, when the moon is full, Mamadou still dreams of Anta. In those dreams, she appears to him as beautiful as ever, but never speaks. Sometimes he thinks he hears the laughter of spirit children in the wind, but when he turns his head, everything disappears. The silver ring, now without power, remains his only link to a world he can no longer see. And so the tale ends with a clear moral. Guard your secrets like a treasure, for a careless word can cost you far more than material possessions, can make you lose the love and magic of your life. Mamadou, now old, sits under a tree, looking into the distance, while a faint, almost transparent silhouette floats unseen behind him.